The client. The morning sun pours through the glass of the 13th floor boardroom, bouncing off brushed steel and lending a golden light that spreads slowly across the muted tones of the plush, expensive carpet. A man gazes down at the city below, a hands-free telephone headset on his head. He paces and gesticulates with the confidence of a man who believes everything is under his direct control. He's half listening to the project update, half reading an email about a forthcoming golf day. The demolition is the last obstacle before construction can begin, a small inconvenience, an obstacle to be overcome before the big payday. Everything's running smoothly, yes? He says into his headset, pacing the room with a coffee that's gone cold. It's not a question, it's a statement. The voice on the other end, the site supervisor, sounds tired but eager to please. Yep, on schedule. Structure's nearly down. Should be clear by the weekend. He nods, satisfied. Excellent. Let's keep the pressure on. Don't forget we need photos for Monday's newsletter. He doesn't notice the hesitation before the reply. He tells himself he's helping, that his calls, his drive, his urgency are signs of good leadership. He's not unreasonable. He just doesn't tolerate complacency. The phrase safety first is one he's used in presentations, PowerPoints, and pre-qualification meetings. He believes it in principle, but in practice, deadlines pay bills, not safety briefings. Through the phone, faintly, he hears machinery, the rhythmic grind of steel and concrete, the beep of a reversing excavator. There's a shout in the distance, brief, indistinct, but he doesn't register it. He's already moved on to another email. Glad to hear everything's running smoothly, he says, ending the call with a satisfied smile. Outside his window, a crane moves slowly across the skyline. He admires it, not realizing that a few miles away, one of his own machines just made a move that will replay in other people's heads for the rest of their lives. The supervisor. The site office is a mess. Coffee rings, dog-eared paperwork, risk assessments waiting for signatures. The phone vibrates again before the supervisor can even sit down. It's the same number. He exhales through his nose and answers. Morning. Yep, we're progressing. Yep, I'll send more photos in an hour. Yep, I'll tell the lads to push on. He hangs up and rubs his eyes. The paperwork never ends. There's a safety checklist due for filing, an environmental report, a RAMS update for a structure that will be dust by tomorrow. Half of it is duplication, but someone somewhere insists on it, and non-compliance means delay, and delay means another call from upstairs. Outside, engines rumble. The air vibrates with movement. He remembers the toolbox talk from that morning. Brief, rushed. The young operator had been keen, almost over-eager. You sure you're good to go solo? The supervisor had asked. The answer was a confident yes. The lad even brandished his competence card by way of punctuation. They were a man short. The supervisor had no choice. He told himself it would be okay. Besides, he needed to tick off the paperwork. He needed the client off his back. The veteran. From inside his cab, the site looks calm. Too calm. The kind of calm that always comes before someone does something stupid. He's seen it 1,000 times. The rush, the shortcuts, the young lads brimming with misplaced confidence being thrown in before they're ready because it's only a small job. He warned them yesterday about that slab, how it wasn't stable, how they needed to be vigilant. He told the supervisor. The supervisor nodded, but was already halfway through a phone call. He flicks cigarette ash out the window and watches the rookie in the newer machine. The kid's clearly got some skills, but he's pushing too hard, slewing too fast, overreaching, too eager to please. The older operator keys his radio. Easy there, lad. Take it steady. No response, just static. He sees the slab tilt slightly, a momentary shimmer of movement where there shouldn't be any. He leans forward. Stop, he yells, though the cab glass swallows the sound. Then it happens. Quick, silent at first, like a breath being held. The slab shifts, the machine slides, metal shrieks, dust erupts. The kid shouts. That same shout the others heard as background noise. The old operator is out of his cab before he knows it, boots thudding, lungs burning. The machine's lying on its side, still idling. He reaches the cab, sees movement. The rookie slumped but conscious, blood on his temple, shock in his eyes. He grabs the radio. "Ambulance! Get an ambulance now!" His voice shakes. He's angry at them, at himself, at all of it. He looks up and sees the supervisor running over, hard hat askew, white as chalk. "I told you," the operator says, voice low, almost calm. "I told you this would happen." The supervisor says nothing. The rookie, the young operator, had woken that morning, nervous but excited, his first day operating solo. He'd texted his girlfriend a photo of the machine, all clean and orange in the morning light. "Big day today. Wish me luck." The supervisor had smiled at him earlier. "You've got this. Just take it steady, keep it safe." He'd nodded, pretending to be calm, his heart hammering in his chest. Now, inside the cab, the world feels smaller than usual. Every sound is amplified, the hydraulic hiss, the hum of the engine, the chatter on the radio. He keeps checking the mirrors, checking the controls, trying to remember everything his mentor told him. The slab looks stable enough. He's done this before, just never alone. He tracks forward. "Take it easy," someone says over the radio. The older operator, maybe. He barely hears it, because suddenly there's movement. He feels it before he sees it. The slab trembles beneath him, his machine lurches. The cab jerks sideways. He hears himself shout, or maybe it's someone else. The world tilts, then stops. He's still breathing. He tastes metal, hears voices muffled and distant. A face appears at the cab window, the older operator shouting words he can't quite make out. Someone says, "You're all right, mate. Stay with me." He tries to smile. "Did I mess it up?" he murmurs, but no one answers. The world blurs. After the sight is still. Dust drifts in slow motion. The machines stand silent, their engines cooling in the wind. The ambulance doors slam shut. The rookie is on his way to hospital. He'll be fine in a day or two, but his pride hurts almost as much as his head. The veteran sits on the tracks of his machine, hard hat off, staring at nothing in particular. He lights another cigarette and mutters, "I told them." The supervisor leans against the fence, phone in hand, staring at the screen, but not really seeing it. He's trying to find words, what to say, who to call first, how to explain what shouldn't need explaining. His stomach churns. He's thinking about the paperwork he still has to finish, the forms, the reports, the photographs. The accident hasn't even happened officially until the right boxes are ticked. Miles away, in that glass office, the client is on another call. "Yes, I heard. Non-fatal, thank God. We'll get it wrapped up quickly enough. The next project's already behind." Back on site, the wind picks up, scattering paper and dust across the empty yard. A high-vis vest flaps on the fence, caught on a nail. The air still smells of diesel and earth. The veteran takes one last drag and crushes the cigarette under the heel of his boot. The supervisor kneels beside the track marks, staring at the faint scratch marks in the concrete that leads to the rookie's stricken machine. He stands, still, listening to the traffic outside. The official report will take weeks. It will list contributing factors, miscommunication, inadequate supervision, pressure to meet deadlines, failure to maintain exclusion zones. It will use the word incident instead of accident. There will be meetings, statements, reviews, lessons learned. Training sessions will be held, new procedures will be drafted, and when it's all said and done, the same conversations will start again. How long will the next job take? Can we bring it forward? Can we do it cheaper? No one will mention the shout that echoed across the site. No one will question the moment the slab buckled. No one will ask what pressure does to people when they're told, just get it done. The young man lies in a hospital bed, arm in a sling, head bandaged. He doesn't remember much. He keeps apologizing. "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to mess it up." The older operator visits, sits by the bed in silence. He doesn't say, "I told you so," but the words hang between them like dust in the air. The supervisor stays late, rewriting his statement for the fourth time, wondering how many small decisions it takes to make a big mistake. Meanwhile, the client signs another contract. New demolition, new unrealistic deadline, new promises. The cycle starts again.